Anticipated 50% increase in trade volume across 5 industries by 2027. Overview. By 2027, significant expectations arise for a 50% increase in trade volume across 5 pivotal industries: transportation, agriculture, manufacturing, tourism, and renewable energy. This anticipated growth signifies a transformative shift in global economic dynamics, largely propelled by advancements in technology-supportive policy frameworks and a collective movement towards sustainability. The convergence of these factors not only enhances trade but also fosters economic recovery and development across these sectors. Key drivers of growth. 1. Global trade expansion. The forecasted increase in trade volume acts as a crucial catalyst for economic recovery, highlighting the interconnectedness of global markets. Enhanced trading relationships are expected to stimulate economic activities, create job opportunities, and lead to increased investments across the 5 industries. 2. Renewable energy role. Renewable energy emerges as a fundamental enabler of sustainable growth. According to the International Energy Agency (IEA), renewable electricity generation is projected to surge to over 17,000 terawatt-hours (TWh) by 2030, indicating a significant transition where renewables will outpace fossil fuels in electricity production. 3. Policy initiatives. Robust governmental policies are essential for driving growth in renewable energy and beyond. Notable initiatives such as the Inflation Reduction Act (IRA) in the United States and the European Union's REPowerEU plan are tailored to bolster investments in clean energy, catalyzing broader economic impacts across various industries. 4. Technological advancements. Innovations in technology, particularly within renewable energy sectors, solar, wind, and bioenergy, are critical for meeting the ambitious growth targets set for 2027. The IEA emphasizes the need for accelerated deployment of these technologies to achieve net zero emissions by 2050. Industry-specific insights. Transportation. The transportation sector is poised for substantial evolution, driven by electrification and digitalization. Innovations in electric vehicles (EVs) and improvements in logistics technology are expected to enhance efficiency and reduce costs, contributing to increased trade. Agriculture. Sustainable agricultural practices alongside advancements in agri-tech are expected to boost productivity and trade. The movement towards organic farming and precision agriculture is anticipated to meet rising global food demands, influencing trade dynamics significantly. Manufacturing. The manufacturing industry is likely to experience a renaissance fueled by automation and the adoption of smart manufacturing technologies. These advancements will not only enhance productivity but also enable manufacturers to adapt quickly to changing global market demands. Tourism. The tourism sector is on the brink of recovery post-pandemic, with an increasing focus on sustainable travel practices. The anticipated rise in ecotourism and digital transformation in travel services is expected to create new trade opportunities. Renewable energy. The emphasis on renewable energy is expected to redefine energy trade flows globally. With countries committing to ambitious renewable energy targets, a surge in trade of renewable technologies and energy resources is anticipated. Timeline of events. 2022, the introduction of pivotal policy frameworks such as the IRA in the US and the REPowerEU plan in the EU sets the stage for ambitious renewable energy targets and funding mechanisms. 2023, a record year for renewable electricity capacity growth is reported, with renewables representing a significant share of new energy investments. Key milestones include accelerated deployment of solar and wind energy technologies. 2024, ongoing analysis by the IEA indicates that the share of renewables in global energy supply must grow substantially to align with net zero emissions goals. The strategies implemented in 2022 begin to show tangible impacts on trade volume and industry growth. 2025 to 2027, as industries adapt to these changing dynamics, the combined effects of technological adoption, supportive policies, and evolving global trade frameworks are expected to enhance trade volumes significantly across the targeted sectors. Conclusion: the anticipated 50% growth in trade volume across transportation, agriculture, manufacturing, tourism, and renewable energy sectors by 2027 signifies a convergence of environmental imperatives and economic opportunities. The interplay of proactive policies, technological advancements, and market dynamics will be crucial in realizing the outlined growth and sustainability targets. The global economy is poised for a transformative phase, where sustainable practices and innovations drive not only economic growth but also contribute to a more resilient and interconnected world. The anticipated 50% increase in trade volume across 5 key industries, transportation, agriculture, manufacturing, tourism, and renewable energy, by 2027 encapsulates a complex interplay of factors that reveal counterintuitive insights when dissected. Counterintuitive insights. 1. Renewable energy versus fossil fuels. It may seem logical that the rise of renewable energy would lead to a decline in fossil fuel trade. However, the growth in renewables could paradoxically increase overall energy demand as countries transition towards more electrified systems. This increased demand may sustain fossil fuel markets for a longer period than expected as nations balance their energy mixes while implementing renewables. The International Energy Agency (IEA) suggests that renewable energy will not completely displace fossil fuels in the near future, leading to a complex codependence rather than a straightforward transition. 2. Agriculture and technology. While one might anticipate agricultural practices to rely heavily on traditional methods, the integration of innovative technologies like precision farming and biotechnology is expected to enhance trade volume significantly. The counterintuitive aspect here is that traditional agricultural practices may not be as resilient or competitive without technological integration. Enhanced productivity through technology will likely drive trade even in the face of potential resistance from conventional farming sectors. 3. Tourism's resilience. After severe downturns due to the pandemic, it is counterintuitive to expect a rapid recovery in tourism trade. Yet projections indicate a robust rebound fueled by pent-up demand and the globalization of travel options. The industry's growth is not just about recovering lost ground but also about a transformation towards sustainable tourism practices, which could paradoxically increase costs and prices in the short term but expand market opportunities in the long run. For transportation industry shift, the assumption might be that the transportation sector faces stagnation due to rising fuel costs and environmental regulations. However, the push towards electric and sustainable transport solutions could lead to an unexpected boom in trade volume. This transition requires new materials like lithium for batteries and manufacturing processes, creating new trading opportunities that offset traditional transportation declines. 5. Manufacturing's globalization trend. Conventional wisdom suggests that localized manufacturing would rise due to supply chain vulnerabilities exposed by global crises. However, the anticipated increase in trade volume suggests that globalization in manufacturing will continue, driven by economies of scale, technological advancements, and policy incentives aimed at reducing carbon footprints. This indicates a divergence from expected trends towards localization. 6. Policy impact on trade dynamics. There's a common belief that stringent environmental regulations would hamper trade. Yet the opposite may be true. Policies like the Inflation Reduction Act (IRA) in the US and the European Union's REPowerEU plan are facilitating investments that could lead to increased trade volumes in renewable technologies and sustainable products. This could foster a new market dynamic where compliance with regulations opens up more pathways for trade rather than restricting it. 7. Emerging economies versus developed markets. It is often assumed that developed economies will lead the trade increase across these sectors due to their established infrastructure and resources. However, emerging economies may play a more significant role than anticipated. leveraging lower production costs and rapid adoption of innovative technologies to capture market share in sectors like manufacturing and renewable energy. This shift could result in a more significant trade volume increase from regions traditionally viewed as peripheral to global trade. 8. Sustainability versus economic growth. There is a prevailing notion that sustainability efforts will hinder economic growth. However, the anticipated trade volume increase suggests that sustainability can be a driver of economic growth. The convergence of environmental goals with economic incentives may lead to innovations and investments that fuel both sustainability and trade, challenging the idea that the two are mutually exclusive. 9. Tourism's environmental integration. While tourism is often seen as detrimental to the environment, the anticipated increase in trade volume suggests a shift towards more sustainable tourism models. Counterintuitively, this could lead to increased demand for eco-friendly travel options and services, driving trade in new sectors that prioritize environmental integrity. 10. Impact of technological disruption. The narrative around technological advancement typically emphasizes job displacement. However, the expected trade volume increase suggests that the adoption of new technologies across sectors will create new markets and opportunities, counteracting job losses through the emergence of new industries and sectors. Conclusion. The anticipated 50% increase in trade volume across transportation, agriculture, manufacturing, tourism, and renewable energy by 2027 reflects not only a convergence of economic and environmental goals but also reveals several counterintuitive dynamics that challenge traditional assumptions. The interplay of policy, technology, and market forces will be critical in navigating this complex landscape where growth and sustainability can coexist and where emerging economies may redefine global trade patterns. The report on the anticipated 50% increase in trade volume across 5 industries: transportation, agriculture, manufacturing, tourism, and renewable energy by 2027 presents a wealth of insights. While many key points are likely to be highlighted by various stakeholders, several critical aspects may be overlooked which are significant for understanding the broader implications of this anticipated growth. 1. Interconnectedness of industries. One important content aspect that may be overlooked is the interconnected nature of the 5 industries mentioned. While each industry is often analyzed in isolation, the interplay among them can create compounded effects that drive growth and innovation. For example, advancements in renewable energy such as electric vehicles will not only impact the transportation sector but will also influence agriculture by reducing emissions from farming equipment and improving energy efficiency in supply chains. This interconnectedness could lead to more significant overall growth than anticipated, as innovations in one sector stimulate advancements in others. Significance. Understanding these interconnections is crucial for policymakers and businesses aiming to leverage synergies. Recognizing that growth in one sector can lead to beneficial outcomes in others can guide investment strategies and policy frameworks. 2. Regional disparities and emerging markets. While there is a global perspective on the anticipated trade volume increase, the report may underemphasize the regional disparities and the role of emerging markets. For instance, while developed economies like the US and EU are expected to lead in renewable energy investments, emerging markets may present unique opportunities and challenges. Countries in Africa, Southeast Asia, and Latin America may experience different growth trajectories due to varying levels of infrastructure policy support and investment readiness. Significance. Highlighting these disparities is crucial for understanding where the most significant opportunities lie. Businesses and investors can tailor their strategies to capitalize on growth in emerging markets, which may be less saturated and more responsive to new technologies and practices. 3. Role of technological innovation beyond renewables. The emphasis on renewable energy technologies such as solar and wind is prominent in discussions about the future of trade. However, the report may overlook the broader spectrum of technological innovations that will play a critical role in increasing trade volume across industries. Innovations in logistics, supply chain management, and digital technologies like AI and blockchain can enhance efficiency and reduce costs, thereby driving trade. Significance: recognizing that the future of trade is not solely dependent on energy technologies but also on technological advancements across various domains can lead to a more holistic understanding of the growth landscape. This insight can guide investments in technology sectors that complement renewable energy initiatives. 4. Sustainability as a competitive advantage. The report mentions sustainability as a driving factor for growth, but it may not fully articulate how sustainability can serve as a competitive advantage for businesses. Companies that prioritize sustainable practices may not only comply with regulations but also appeal to a growing consumer base that prefers eco-friendly products and services. This shift could redefine market dynamics and create new business models. Significance: emphasizing sustainability as a competitive advantage can encourage more businesses to adopt green practices, fostering innovation and potentially leading to a more sustainable global economy. This perspective can help stakeholders understand the long-term benefits of integrating sustainability into their core strategies. 5. Economic implications of trade volume growth. The anticipated increase in trade volume is often framed in terms of growth in specific industries, but the macroeconomic implications are sometimes overlooked. Increased trade volume can lead to enhanced job creation, improved GDP growth, and greater economic resilience. However, it can also have implications for income inequality and labor market dynamics, particularly if high-tech sectors grow faster than traditional industries. Significance: acknowledging the broader economic implications is essential for policymakers to create inclusive growth strategies. Understanding how trade volume growth impacts different segments of the population can help in designing policies that promote equitable economic development. 6. Potential risks and challenges. Amidst the optimism surrounding the anticipated growth, the report may understate potential risks and challenges that could impede progress. These include geopolitical tensions, supply chain disruptions, and the risk of technological obsolescence. Additionally, the transition to renewable energy and sustainable practices can face resistance from entrenched interests in fossil fuel industries. Significance: acknowledging these risks is vital for developing robust strategies that are resilient to disruptions. Stakeholders can better prepare for potential challenges by conducting thorough risk assessments and exploring contingency plans. 7. The importance of policy stability. The report highlights the role of governmental policies in facilitating growth across industries, but the importance of policy stability and predictability may not receive adequate emphasis. Fluctuations in policy direction can create uncertainty for investors and businesses, potentially stalling progress. A stable policy environment can foster investor confidence and encourage long-term planning. Significance: emphasizing the need for policy stability can lead to more consistent and predictable investment environments, ultimately supporting sustained growth across the targeted industries. 8. Consumer behavior trends. Consumer behavior trends are critical to understanding how trade volumes will evolve, particularly in sectors like tourism and agriculture. Shifts in consumer preferences, such as increased interest in sustainable tourism or organic produce, can significantly influence trade dynamics. However, the report may not delve deeply into how these trends will affect demand across sectors. Significance: understanding consumer behavior is essential for businesses to align their strategies with market demands. This insight can guide product development, marketing strategies, and overall business direction. Conclusion: the anticipated 50% increase in trade volume across transportation, agriculture, manufacturing, tourism, and renewable energy by 2027 is a significant indicator of upcoming changes in global economic dynamics. However, the overlooked aspects such as industry interconnectedness, regional disparities, technological innovation, sustainability, economic implications, risks, policy stability, and consumer behavior are crucial for a comprehensive understanding of this growth. Stakeholders who recognize and address these dimensions will be better equipped to navigate the evolving landscape and leverage opportunities for sustainable and inclusive growth. 1. Global trade growth and economic recovery. The anticipated 50% increase in trade volume across key industries such as transportation, agriculture, manufacturing, tourism, and renewable energy highlights a significant shift in global economic dynamics. This growth trajectory is a catalyst for economic recovery and development, indicating that these sectors are poised to play pivotal roles in revitalizing economies globally. The implications of this growth can lead to improved job creation, increased investments, and enhanced global supply chains, making it essential to monitor how these industries adapt and thrive in this evolving landscape. 2. Impact of renewable energy on sustainability. Renewable energy emerges as a critical enabler of sustainable economic growth. With projections indicating that renewable electricity generation could reach over 17,000 terawatt-hours (TWh) by 2030. This anticipated surge underscores the importance of transitioning from fossil fuels to renewables, presenting an opportunity to address climate change while fostering economic growth. The potential to outpace fossil fuels in electricity generation by 2030 signifies a transformative shift in energy production, making it essential to analyze the implications for energy security, environmental sustainability, and economic opportunities within the renewable sector. 3. Policy support as a driving force. The role of government policies is vital in facilitating the growth of renewable energy and other sectors. Initiatives such as the Inflation Reduction Act (IRA) in the US and the European Union's REPowerEU plan exemplify how strategic policy frameworks can enhance investment in clean energy. These policies not only aim to bolster the renewable sector but also have far-reaching effects across various industries. In-depth analysis of these policies could provide insights into effective governance, regulatory frameworks, and the interplay between public and private sectors in achieving sustainability and economic growth. 4. Technological advancements and industry adaptation. Innovations in technology, particularly in renewable energy like solar, wind, and bioenergy, are essential for achieving the ambitious growth targets set for 2027. The International Energy Agency (IEA) emphasizes the need for accelerated deployment of these technologies to attain net zero emissions by 2050. Understanding the technological landscape and how industries adapt to these advancements will be crucial for assessing future growth trajectories, identifying potential barriers, and exploring opportunities for innovation and investment across the sectors impacted by this trade volume increase. Here are 3 famous historical cases that reflect similar themes of anticipated growth, trade dynamics, and industry evolution. 1. The Industrial Revolution, 18th to 19th century. The Industrial Revolution marked a significant turning point in history where economies transitioned from agrarian societies to industrial powerhouses. This period saw a dramatic increase in trade and manufacturing due to technological advancements such as the steam engine, mechanized textile production, and innovations in transportation like railways and steamships. The expansion of industries led to urbanization, a surge in global trade, and the development of new economic policies that supported industrial growth. This transformation not only increased the volume of goods traded but also laid the foundations for modern economic systems, much like the anticipated growth in trade volume across various sectors today. 2. The New Deal, 1933 to 1939. In response to the Great Depression, the United States government initiated the New Deal, a series of programs and policies aimed at economic recovery. The New Deal focused on revitalizing various industries including agriculture, transportation, and manufacturing through substantial government investment and regulatory reform. It included initiatives that promoted the construction of infrastructure which facilitated trade and commerce. The emphasis on job creation and economic stimulation during this period echoes the current initiatives aimed at boosting trade volume and supporting key industries, particularly in the context of renewable energy and sustainable development. 3. The Green Revolution, 1940s to 1960s. The Green Revolution was a period characterized by the introduction of high-yielding varieties of crops, increased use of fertilizers and pesticides, and advancements in agricultural technology. This revolution significantly increased agricultural productivity, particularly in developing countries, and played a crucial role in alleviating food shortages. The improvements in agricultural practices led to increased trade and economic development in the agriculture sector, similar to the anticipated growth in trade volume across the agriculture industry today. The Green Revolution also highlighted the importance of policy support and technological advancements in driving change, paralleling the current focus on sustainability and innovation in agriculture and other sectors. These historical examples demonstrate how technological advancements, policy initiatives, and shifts in economic focus can lead to significant increases in trade volume and industry growth. Mirroring the expectations for the future outlined in the anticipated 50% increase across key industries by 2027. Future outlook: predictions for a 50% increase in trade volume across transportation, agriculture, manufacturing, tourism, and renewable energy by 2027. The projected 50% increase in trade volume across the key industries of transportation, agriculture, manufacturing, tourism, and renewable energy by 2027 represents a significant transformation in the global economy. This transformation is driven by technological advancements, changing consumer demands, and robust policy frameworks aimed at promoting sustainability and economic growth. Here are detailed predictions across the 5 industries. 1. Transportation. Predictions. Electrification and automation. The transportation sector will see widespread adoption of electric vehicles (EVs) and autonomous driving technologies. By 2027, it is expected that EVs will comprise over 30% of new vehicle sales globally, which will necessitate the expansion of charging infrastructure and related supply chains. Digitization, enhanced logistics and supply chain management through digital platforms will increase efficiency. Predictive analytics will optimize shipping routes and reduce costs, fostering a 50% increase in trade volume as goods move more swiftly across borders. Sustainability initiatives. The push for sustainable transportation solutions, including the use of biofuels and hydrogen, will lead to new markets and increased trade in green technologies. 2. Agriculture. Predictions. Sustainable practices. There will be a significant shift towards sustainable agriculture with a focus on organic and regenerative farming practices. This will drive demand for organic products globally, increasing trade volume as countries seek to meet consumer preferences. Technological integration. Precision agriculture technologies, including drones and IoT devices, will optimize crop yields and reduce waste. This efficiency will increase agricultural exports, especially from developing nations. Food security initiatives. As global food security becomes a priority, trade agreements will focus on food resilience, leading to increased volumes in the agricultural sector as countries collaborate to ensure stable food supplies. 3. Manufacturing. Predictions. Reshoring of production. The trend of reshoring, driven by supply chain vulnerabilities exposed during the pandemic, will lead to a more localized manufacturing landscape. This will increase intra-regional trade as countries bolster local production capabilities. Industry 4.0. The integration of AI, robotics, and automation in manufacturing processes will enhance productivity. This technological adoption will lead to increased output in trade as manufacturers seek global markets for their advanced products. Circular economy. The shift towards a circular economy emphasizing recycling and waste reduction will create new trade opportunities in recycled materials and sustainable products. 4. Tourism. Predictions. Post-pandemic recovery. The tourism sector is expected to rebound strongly, with international travel volumes projected to increase significantly by 2027. This recovery will be fueled by advancements in health and safety protocols, making travel safer and more appealing. Sustainable tourism. consumers will increasingly prefer sustainable travel options, leading to a surge in ecotourism and responsible travel practices. This shift will create new markets and increase trade in tourism-related services and products. Digital transformation. The use of digital platforms for booking and travel experiences will streamline the tourism industry, enhancing customer engagement and increasing trade in travel services. 5. Renewable energy. Predictions. Massive capacity expansion. By 2027, renewable energy generation is projected to exceed 17,000 terawatt-hours TWh, driven by substantial investments in solar, wind, and bioenergy technologies. This growth will result in increased international trade in renewable energy technologies and services. Global policy alignment. International agreements and national policies supporting renewable energy will facilitate cross-border trade in clean energy technologies. Countries will collaborate on renewable projects, increasing trade volumes significantly. Emerging markets. Developing nations will emerge as critical players in the renewable energy sector, exporting solar panels and wind turbines. This shift will diversify global trade patterns and increase overall trade volume in renewable energy. Conclusion. The anticipated 50% increase in trade volume across transportation, agriculture, manufacturing, tourism, and renewable energy by 2027 underscores a pivotal shift in the global economy. The interplay of technological advancements, policy support, and changing consumer preferences will be crucial in shaping these industries. As countries adapt to these changes, the convergence of economic growth and sustainability will create new opportunities for trade and collaboration, fundamentally transforming the way goods and services are exchanged globally.